Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly oracle card reading. So for today, I'm going to be using the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck. This is what the box looks like. And before I get into the reading, I just want to say that I've been having trouble lately replying to people's comments and questions on my YouTube videos, and I don't know why. I sent in some feedback to YouTube because since Google has taken over YouTube, there's been a lot of changes with YouTube, and recently I've found that I cannot reply to some people's comments and questions. I feel like half of them I can reply to, and then the other half I go to reply and it won't let me reply. So if you have a question that you would like a reply to, your best bet is to ask your question or leave a comment on my blog. And I'm going to put the link to my blog in the About section of this video. And I always post these videos on my blog, usually right after I upload them to YouTube. And so you can feel free to go to my blog and leave a comment there or ask any questions and I will respond to you. Okay, so getting started, I'm going to start with the first card, and this card represents the beginning of the week. So Monday, Tuesday, and we've got Sacred Space, and I'm just going to zoom in here. Okay, so we've got Sacred Space, and this card says, I find peace, security, and contentment when surrounded by nature's beauty. Now, what I'm getting from this card is that it's going to be important for you to find sacred space within your life. So whether that is, going out spending time in nature or finding a space in your home that you can kind of turn into like a even just like a corner in your living room or something that you can turn into sort of sacred space where you can go and relax and kind of, connect with your higher self or your intuition. I feel like the more you have that sense of sacred space, the more creative you're going to be, and the easier it's going to be for you to, like I said, tap into your intuition, hear the voice of your higher self so you can make decisions and just feel at peace and feel empowered. Another thing I'm getting is that the beginning of the week could be a little hectic for some of us, which means finding sacred space is even more important. So there's going to be a lot going on this week, and that's not a bad thing at all. It seems like there's lots of things that we have on our to-do list. We're going to be meeting and talking with lots of people, maybe starting new projects or working on existing projects, but there's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of flow, and a lot of stuff happening. And so it's of utmost importance to have that sacred time and space for yourself to unwind at the end of the day, even if it's just for 10 minutes, taking that time for yourself to get grounded and calm and and just listen to your intuition. Okay, so moving on to the middle of the week. So this card represents Wednesday, Thursday, and we've got Heart Chakra. And this card says, I love myself and others unconditionally and nurture loving relationships. So a beautiful card. I love this card. Oh, actually, I love all these cards, but this one's really beautiful. And what I'm getting from this is that getting centered within our hearts is going to be important midweek. In fact, it's important all the time, but you're definitely going to want to focus on this in the middle of the week. And especially with all the, like I kind of alluded to the fact that the beginning of the week is going to be fairly hectic. And I think that that will sort of carry through the entire week. There's going to be, a lot of busyness and things to do. And it's easy to kind of lose your focus on the bigger picture when things are like that. And it's also really easy to lose your sense of compassion and to sort of get away from your heart center when you're, you know, concerned with getting things done and stuff like that. So it's easy to get stuck in your head, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and kind of get away from your heart. So middle of the week, check in with yourself and recenter back into your heart if you feel like you're sort of out of whack energetically. And see if you can look at things through the perspective of your heart. So most of us, you know, observe things through our heads. And an interesting exercise is think about your awareness, which is sort of usually in your head. Think of it sinking down through your throat, down into your chest, and just settling right there in your chest, in your heart center. And this can be kind of tricky sometimes, but you know, after you try it a few times, it should feel, it should become easier and easier each time. And just see what kinds of insights you get, or just see how you look at things differently when you're centered, when your consciousness and awareness is centered in your heart. You will see things completely differently than when you're centered in your head. And this isn't to say that it's bad to be centered in your head, because it isn't. It's just, it's not good if you're always up in your head. You want to kind of balance it out. So the middle of the week, whatever's going on for you, I have a feeling like it's going to be important to be a clear communicator the middle of this week. And there's going to be a lot of like relationship stuff happening, friendships, work relationships, all kinds of stuff going on. And the more centered you are in your heart, the smoother things will go. If you're centered in your head, it will be easy to kind of get nitpicky about things, to take things personally, to worry too much. So it's going to be important to be centered in your heart this week. And then as we get to the end of the week, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we've got follow your own path. And this card says, I follow my own unique path with courage and strength. And I love this card. I think it actually is maybe one of my favorite ones. Okay, so what I'm getting from this card is that it's time for you to really celebrate yourself as someone who is very courageous and has had the, you know, the courage and the strength to trust your instincts and to follow your own path and to do things that might be kind of out of the ordinary. And I think we forget sometimes how much strength and courage that actually takes. And so this weekend, you really want to celebrate that part of yourself. So the part of yourself that you know, goes in the direction that your interests and your desires pull you, rather than just doing what everyone else is doing, or doing something because it feels, you know, like it's not going to be a struggle, like it's going to be really easy. I think as you know, as you live your life and as you walk your path, it's easy to make decisions, you know, to please others, or to choose a path that's already been taken. So doing things that feel like a lot of other people in your family have done them, so you're going to have a lot of examples and people to look up to and get guidance from. And if that's what you truly want to do, then that's great, because you have that benefit of having others that can guide you and show you the way. But I feel like most of us, I think most people watching this video, has had the urge to go down a different path that maybe they don't know anyone else who's gone down that path before. And this could be you know, a spiritual path, or like a career, or just sort of a way of living that is kind of outside the box and somewhat abnormal. So this is all about acknowledging sort of your inner rebel and celebrating that, and celebrating your ability to be your own guiding light. So it's great to have others guide us, but it's even better to serve as our own guiding light. Okay, so that has been my weekly oracle card reading. My name is Kate, and you can check out my blog and my website, dailytarotgirl.com. Okay, have a beautiful, beautiful week, and thank you so much for watching.